Sorry about that, YouTube. Someone called me and I was trying to decline the call. However, I don't know. Anyway, Washington versus the Browns. Now the Browns, wow. The Browns aren't playing this season. The Browns are not playing this season. The Browns are really wanting to send a message to the NFL like, hey, we're going places. They had Washington coming to town, and they totally stole the show against Washington. Final score was 31-20. Baker Mayfield, this dude is something else. I'm telling you. Baker Mayfield goes 16-23, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. The Nick Chubb goes 19 carries for 108 yards, 2 touchdowns. The Browns are 2-1 going into week 4. Now on the other side, Dwayne Haskins goes 21 of 37, 224 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Chase Young got injured yesterday. Not sure if he's going to be out or not. He might have just had a little sprain or whatever, what have you. Antonio Gibson goes 9 carries for 48 yards and 1 touchdown. All right, here's another team that had to fly to the East Coast. Rams versus the Bills. Man, the Bills are another team that are picking up from last season. They went to the wild card game. Now, yes, they lost to Houston. However, you have to give them a lot of credit, especially their defense and their quarterback, Josh Allen. Now, when you think about the Rams, you think about Super Bowl 53 versus the Patriots, and how awesome it was to see 2 teams that hadn't been to a Super Bowl together in some odd years. Bills. The Bills straight dominate the Rams. Now, the Bills might have won by 3, but watch this. Josh Allen goes 24 of 33, 311 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. Devin Singletary, 13 carries for 71 yards and no touchdowns. The Bills are 3-0, picking up from where they left off last year. 3-0. Now the Rams, everybody wants to know what's going on with the Rams. We don't know what's going on with the Rams. The Rams, it's something when a team that lost the previous season just doesn't play good next season or the season after that. Now, it might not be true. However, the Rams, they had a losing season last season, and they're looking like they haven't won this season. Jared Goff goes 23 of 32, 321 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Darrell Henderson, 20 carries for 114 yards, one touchdown. It's still early. Technically, all these 0-3 teams could really do something. I'm not saying that they are. I'm not saying that they're not. I'm just in the neutral here. Now, here's a team that had to go from the East Coast to the West Coast, meaning that West Coast is now on Pacific time. And yeah, the Panthers versus the Chargers. Panthers won 21-16. Now, Teddy Bridgewater spent last season as Drew Brees' backup. Drew Brees goes down for a couple of weeks. Teddy Bridgewater comes in, takes the Saints 5 wins in a row. He gets released, goes on to the Panthers. This guy had a heck of a game. 22 of 28, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Mike Davis, 13 carries for 46 yards and no touchdowns. The Panthers are 1-2. Now the Chargers. This is an interesting thing about the Chargers. Last week, when the Chiefs came to town to play the Chargers, when the Chiefs came to LA to play the Chargers, Tyrod Taylor was a last-minute scratch because according to ESPN, the team doctor punctured an artery in his heart. Justin Herbert was not prepared. However, he played his game awesome. Justin Herbert is now the quarterback for a little bit of time now. He goes 35 of 49, 330 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. Austin Eckler, what a running back he is. 12 carries for 59 yards and 1 touchdown. Both teams are now 1-2 going into week 4. Now the Jet. Now this next game was just so terrible. The Jets and the Colts. Mind you, on the Colts, the team that I just mentioned, the Los Angeles Chargers, had this guy last season. This guy comes to the team that he's on now and straight dominates. Final score was 36-7. Phillip Rivers goes 17 of 21, 217 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Jonathan Taylor goes 13 carries for 59 yards, 1 touchdown. The Jets are tanking really, really bad. In fact, both the Jets and the Giants are tanking really bad right now. They only scored 7 points. Sam Darnold. Now, don't get me wrong. Sam Darnold is a great quarterback. He's good. He's good. He just doesn't have that support cast behind him. He doesn't. He doesn't have a offensive-minded coach in Mike Judge. He doesn't. That's why they stink. I hate to say it, but that's how it is. Now, Frank Gore. Frank Gore has been in the league for many years, since 2001. He only had 15 carries of 57 yards, no touchdowns. And on top of that, the Jets play next Monday night against a team that I'm going to mention here in a few. Now, the big game of them all. The Cowboys and the Seahawks. Man, let me tell you something. Everybody has been saying how Russell Wilson should be an MVP nominee. He should, because he led his team to another win against the Cowboys. Now, mind you, the Patriots came in last week. Cam Newton is on the 5-yard line. The Seahawks defense hold up and they win by, I think, 7? Russell Wilson is my boy, I'll tell you that right now. Russell Wilson, final score was 38-31. Russell Wilson, my guy, 27 of 40, 315 yards. Hold on. 5 touchdowns. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 touchdowns. Whoa. This man has got an arm on him. Chris Carson left the game yesterday after being hit. I think the league is going to be looking at the hit. He left the game with a mild sprain. Chris Carson, before he got injured, went 14 carries for 64 yards, no touchdowns. The Seahawks are 3-0. Now let's look at the Cowboys real quick. The Cowboys lose to the Rams on opening weekend. Last week, they go to Atlanta, come back from, I think, 20 down to beat the Falcons. They come in this week facing the Seahawks, and now they're 1-2. Dak Prescott, this guy, let me tell you something. This guy, this week 3, this guy had the most passing yards of anybody. 472 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Ezekiel Elliott goes 14 of 34 with 1 touchdown. Dak Prescott is on pace on getting that contract. Now, they didn't get it done this off season because of everything that's going on. Okay. However, he's going to get that contract. He's going to get that contract. As long as he keeps playing the way that he's playing, hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. All right. The Buccaneers versus the Broncos. You know what happened. Tom Brady, 20 years with Bill Belichick, leaves. Everybody's speculating, oh, where's he going to go? Where's he going to go? Tampa Bay. Leads Tampa Bay into the Mile High City. Straight goes off. 28-10. Tom Brady, 25 of 38, 297 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. 2-1. Now the Broncos. Let's talk about the Broncos real quick. The Broncos have had over 9 quarterbacks ever since Peyton Manning won it in 2016. 9. Everyone thought when Peyton Manning retired, oh, Brock Osweiler was going to take over. He left. He left after his first full season. This is a sorry team as well. You can chalk it up. This is a sorry team right here. Jeff Driscoll goes 17 of 30, 176 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Melvin Gordon played with the Los Angeles Chargers last season, goes 8 yards, 8 carries for 26 yards, no interception, no touchdowns. The Broncos are 0-3. All right. Here we go. Lions and Cardinals. Now, Lions had a lead going into the final play of the game in week 1. They get beat by Chicago. They go into Aaron Rodgers country. Don't even fight. Lose 42-10. However, they go to Phoenix and they win against the Cardinals 26-23. The winning quarterback, Matt Stafford, went 22 of 31, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Adrian Peterson. You would have never thought that Adrian Peterson would be on a team like this. Never. However, Adrian Peterson had a pretty good game. 22 carries for 75 yards, no touchdowns. Kyler Murray on the Cardinals goes 23 of 35. Don't know how many yards he had. 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. The Lions are 1-2. The Cardinals are 2-1. Sunday Night Football. All right, here we go. The big shebang, if you will. Aaron Rodgers coming into Drew Brees country. Came down to the wire. Now, here's what's interesting about this game. Aaron Rodgers, well, Drew Brees had more passing yards than Aaron Rodgers did. However, Aaron Rodgers still came out on top. The Packers won 37-30. Aaron Rodgers goes 21 of 32, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Aaron Jones, 16 carries for 69 yards and 1 touchdown. The Packers are now 3-0, while the Saints sit at 1-2. Packers win Week 1 against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Going to Week 2 last week versus the Raiders, and they lose by 7. This week is no different. Drew Brees goes 29 of 36, 288 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Latavius Murray goes 12 carries for 58 yards and no interceptions. And the Saints are now 1-2 going into Week 4. I forgot to get one team. The Texans versus the Steelers. Steelers won. Texans are now 0-3 going into Week 4. Deshaun Watson signed a huge contract in the offseason. Who knows what's going on with them? If you didn't see my video this morning about the Chiefs versus Ravens, go ahead and check that video out. It already has 2 views so far. I'm going to end it here. Got an errand to run and going over to my friend's house to watch the game tonight. As always, if you are new, and comment on this video. Tell me who you think deserves to be let go as a coach. As always, if you're new or returning, do like, comment, share, subscribe to this video. If you're on either Twitter or Instagram, do follow me at TonyGumble21. Also, subscribe to me here at Sheldon Ponder II and or Sheldon Ponder, whichever one you see fit. Look out for a video tomorrow about the wrap-up to the game tonight, Chiefs versus Ravens. And always remember, live your life the way that you want to live it, not the way someone else wants you to. I'm Sheldon Ponder, and I'm signing off. Take care.